coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one, between the Atlanta Falcons and the London Monarchs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. And here's a look at the starting offense. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Defense showing blitz.
Green 90. Green 90. Left.
Now a second down throw for Bradford. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And here now the defensive starters for Atlanta.
Desmond Trufant has made a great reputation in a short amount of time in the NFL. A lockdown corner that most teams don't attempt to try.
On third down, Bradford. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. And now that brings up fourth down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Falcon football as they take possession. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
They come out here in the eye. Going to give this time to the tailback. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll try to throw now. Bradford. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They had what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Man, just couldn't hang on to the slant. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. They'll come out in the pistol. They just do get the play off. Now Bradford, and he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Bradford to throw for it on 4th. He's got time in the pocket. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
Here we go now. Blue, left.
They'll give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Ready, blue 45.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The offensive line and its ability to open holes in this defensive front, something they were confident they could create in this game. Got the job done there, picked up the first.
And something they wanted to do. Have we ever met offensive linemen that don't want to fire out and hit people? I mean, they love the running game. Guys want to do that, and when you emphasize it, practice it, and work on it, that gives you an opportunity during the game.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. On the sneak, hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious.
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And he can't get away. Mariota goes down, and that is going to be a safety. So not the greatest of plays offensively there. Tough for his team. Cost him 2 points.
Yeah, it's the pressure that created the safety. Although he still could have thrown it away this time because he's outside of the tackle box. But instead, he's going to wind up at the back of the end zone.
And here now the offense heading back out there. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
How about the defense not hanging their heads from the previous play where they were beat for a big run, came back on the very next down, and made a play defensively that was to their credit.
Shift together here from the D-line.
Now we go, 58,
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Brandon, there's no doubt the defense has to be excited after stacking up back-to-back running plays. But I still remember my old coaches saying, after you've had some success, you better be careful. They might have an answer for you. So make sure you watch your keys, play your techniques, and don't get overconfident. Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And, of course, coming off the safety the last time they had the football. Never want that.
No, that's pretty unique, too, isn't it? When you give up points that way, and the scoreboard, you look up and it says 2-0, it can throw you a little bit. Let's see if they can put that to the side and move forward.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. they'll throw here out of the gun. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Third down and 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside. Not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up the play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Now a shotgun snap is he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Berryman. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
That was a nice run, a nice game there as they head towards the 2-minute warning.
Black 58, real. Black 58. Green 90. Green 90. Left.
Now Bradford on second down. And he's got his man on the out route. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Brief break in the action here. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. And the wideout in motion. Bradford on 3rd and 2. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
So the D-line's going to spread out. First down, Bradford. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Completed pass play, now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Bradford now from the 50. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And it's never a bad decision to slide as a quarterback. You're too valuable for reasons other than your legs to go out there and take those unnecessary hits.
They'll look to throw here. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. They're going to hurry back to the line now. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25. A gain of 32 that time.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Buying time to his left. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. 2nd down, Bradford. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And they line up now. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. So as they take it over, we step aside. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half. Bradford, he's got time. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he will be brought down. His time is now run out on this first half of action. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night, as we will send you back stateside to Orlando and say hello to Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So out come the Falcons now. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And quickly they get to the line. Now they'll throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
So a big sack on second down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for third. The play clock's running down. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. A third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
Well, they brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
Here we go now.
And they'll run it here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Jalen Smith out of Notre Dame. Partner, that's got to be one of the best stories in the NFL, seeing him out on the field.
Yeah, it really is. That injury that he had during the bowl game against Ohio State, boy, that hurt his draft stock. So nice to see him out there.
I had him rated as the top player in his class in 2016 before his injury. He ends up going in the 2nd round, and now he's starting to make the plays we expected to see.
And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
And that's another stop for the defense. Something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it. Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Taking it about the 36. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Well, they were going draw play there. The defense wasn't fooled. They sniffed it out.
I think they're going to have to go back and take a few more acting classes because that's what a lot of that is. You've got to influence them to think that it's going to be a pass play and have them drop out and maybe the defensive front coming forward and find yourself some space. In this case, no one was fooled and ended up spilling that play pretty well.
The defense in an enviable position here. The offense needs 13 yards. It's third down.
Black 58, real. Black 58, real.
Third and long for Bradford. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. That one good for 10 yards, and it'll be second and very short.
That was a good, strong run there. And while it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Forced out to his left. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On second down, here's Yeldon. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Not your normal call in short yardage, but the toss works very well there. Big people out in front, being physical, and they pick up a first down.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Dancing to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
That's the type of play there that puts a defense into stress. Marcus Mariota on the run. You don't know whether he's going to take it downfield or throw the footballs we just saw there. And boy, was he accurate with that one.
You know, the Oregon coaches offered him a scholarship without ever seeing him start a game because they saw him in camp. They saw plays like that. Offered it.
He didn't start very much in high school, but he started a lot once he got to Oregon.
And you really can't pin that one on the quarterback, Charles. The O-line, they've got to protect that.
And they know it. That's their meal ticket. They want to take care of the big guy behind them. In this case, they let him down.
Ten yards still left on second down. They come up in an offset eye. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And they'll go on the ground. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They hand off to their big tight end. Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll drop the throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. It'll wind up going as a sack and a loss of 2. And now the task gets more difficult here on 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw on, and for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now this offense ready to take over again. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough. Swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy. Maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Bradford on 3rd and 2. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. 1st down, Bradford. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game. And I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Second down following the incompletion. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Here we go. Green, 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Stays on his feet. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Throwing, Bradford. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
When you hear screen, screen, screen on defense, that's a little bit scary because you know a big play might result.
He was so ready to get to part 2 of the screen, he forgot part 1, couldn't get the ball. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going, Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better. And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Time starting to run out here in the fourth. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2.
A good solid run there as we head towards the home stretch of this game.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Around 2 minutes to go, and if the D can hold them, that'll end this one.
We always think about the offense attacking. In this case, I'm looking for the defense to do the same.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Now then, it's a big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth. But, Charles, there is still time left for a final drive.
Brandon, you know they would have liked to take the clock down just a little bit further, at least under a minute or so, but this one's not over yet, especially since they just need a field goal.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And they're going to speed things up here. He's back to throw. Now a hit, and the ball comes out. Bradford has lost it, and the Falcons grab it. And that will set him up in excellent shape. First and goal at the 9-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're up by 1. They have the football. The key here, just don't do anything silly, right, Charles?
That's exactly right. You know, all the admonitions as they ran out there. Take care of the ball. Secure everything. Be tight in everything that you...
And before this play happens, we're going to get a timeout here. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Here's Yeldon. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
This drive started with 1st and goal. Now that it's 4th and goal, anything less than a touchdown would feel like a letdown to me.
Well, they're going to try this. They need 5 full yards to hit the end zone here on 4th and goal, but they're going for it. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And 2 field goals now mean they take a rare 6-2 lead. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
Now this offense ready to head back out there. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. That one looks like he'll throw here. Caught right side, Davis. They'll get 23 yards there. And the Falcons are going to get a first.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll look to throw. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now back out comes the offense. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Second down here after the incomplete pass. A second down throw for Bradford. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Black 58, real. Black 58, there we go. Green 39.
One last shot now for Bradford. Now a hit, and the ball comes out. Bradford has lost it. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because...